Hey guys, so says the leader talking. We're interrupting your regularly scheduled programming for the following excerpt reading. The next excerpt reading I decided to read from was this book, Battle for the Great Crystal. It's one of my. It's a book that culminates for the Silver Quest, for the quest for the Star Silver. If you like my excerpt reading, just follow the links in the description. I'll have them available. Let's begin. Okay, this scene takes place in the Palace of Melania, where King Klaus, the acting king, is talking with a girl named Lygia. Let's read. At the Palace of Melania, Klaus, its acting king, sat in his throne and stared at Lygia and wondered, "So, you want a job here?" "Yes, Your Majesty," Lygia responded. "I understand that Glee has taken a job here as well, and I wanted to work close to the palace because it's become my second home." "Oh no," Klaus said wearily, shaking his head. "We've been having a surplus of servants and tenants to sell sightings of the dragon warrior." "Your Majesty, couldn't you just consider her for some kind of work?" Glee suggested. "The clothing here has become a little soiled, so she could be considered for laundry work." "All right," Klaus sighed. "All right," he relented. "You can do the laundry here, but know this. This is only a temporary arrangement until she can find a place to live." "Thank you, Your Majesty," Lygia responded with a bow. But just as Lygia was about to leave, she felt a sharp pain in her temple, causing her to realize Mitzi's up to something. Ever since she regained her memories as a sage, after having her Shadow Lieutenant form awakened, Lygia Aqua had been updated on the quest for the 7 sages. So far, while Mitzi had awakened 3 of the Shadow Lieutenants, the Dragon Warriors had used information from the black box brought back from Cherninov to reawaken the Shadow Lieutenants as sages. A moment later, she saw the 6 girls who were the Dragon Warriors walk into the throne room. They were accompanied by Tekna and Timmy, which caused Glee to murmur, "Uh-oh." "Problem, girls?" Lygia asked. "Upstairs! Now!" Murder said simply, causing Lygia to eye Glee and point toward the back of the room. Glee nodded herself, and with Lygia, followed the group out of the throne room. The Dragon Warriors, accompanied by Tekna and the 3 awakened sages, climbed the stairs that led up to the Tower of Dragons. Murder was the first to reach the secret door, and she pressed her palm over the palm reader at the left of the door. She heard a beep, meaning it was safe to go inside. The minute she opened the door to the Tower of Dragons, they all filed inside to find Morgana seated at the window vision. As Murder saw, the 4-headed dragon seeker was currently glowing as it was inserted into the console below, while a map of the world was shown on the large glass view screen. "What's up, Morgana?" Yalke asked. "Mitzi is what's up," said Morgana told the group. "Mitzi?" Murder repeated. "What's she up to?" "Her sister Dharma invaded a piano recital and kidnapped the Starling Thea," Morgana explained. "Right now I'm searching for any dark magic essences on the planet. What are you hoping to find?" Lygia asked. "Similar traces of dark magic in Mitzi's," Morgana told them, just as her window vision responded with a beep. "I think I found what I was looking for." "What's going on?" Galate asked. According to the news reports, around the same time when Thea was taken, an eavesdropper explained that an archaeologist named Rita Mason was also kidnapped by a woman calling herself Mitzelene Fitzroy. "That's Mitzi," Maya realized. "But what do these recent sightings have in common?" "Think about it," Chimera told her. "These people must have been taken for one reason, because they were gemstone carriers. Mitzi must be looking to deplete the Great Crystal's power," Murder deduced. "Well, she can't obtain the Great Crystal herself, so she's looking to take us down en masse," Maya added. "But what is her plan?" That, Timmy wondered. That's what we have to figure out, Timmy, Tetley told him, and before it's too late. So as you can see, Mitzi has been looking for the last few Shadow Lieutenants, and she plans on using them to destroy the Dragon Warriors and their friends. Let's continue reading. Oh, this scene basically reintroduces Severia Winchester, one of my original characters. I hope you like it. At the Deloria School for the Gifted, Severia Winchester closed her teacher's edition book, set it in her drawer at her desk, and closed the drawer. It's not easy being the youngest teacher in this school, she told herself with a sigh as she opened the door to her schoolroom and stepped out. As she locked the door behind her, she thought, after what I did to get my degree, I'm not so sure I belong here. She sighed again. But it's worse to not be doing what I'm doing, passing my knowledge along to those less fortunate. After all, I was lucky to obtain this job. She walked to the main exit of the school and wondered, what else can I do to make a difference here? And just then, she began to hear a voice in her head, and it seemed to be calling her by name. Severia! Huh? Severia wondered, trying to see if anyone was behind her. But she saw no one, so she kept on walking. But a moment later, the voice grew louder. Severia, can you hear me? Galatea? She realized. And then she knew that this was an attempted telepathic link. She put her finger to her temple and responded, I'm here, Galatea. What is it? I think I've gotten through, Galatea told the group as she stood before the window vision, which flickered and fizzled before she saw the face of Severia, her cousin, visible on the screen. What's going on? Severia wanted to know. We have a situation and we need your help, Galatea told her. Stand by for teleportation. I'm ready, Severia responded. All right, everyone. Stand back while I activate the teleporter, Galatea advised. This is your show, gal, Chimera confirmed. And with that, Galatea pushed some buttons on the window vision and then approached the crystal ball in the center of the room. As she ran her hand over the glass orb, electricity crackled inside the room while the crystal ball sent out a beam of blue light, which became the silhouette of a woman. A moment had passed, and Severia reappeared inside the Tower of Dragons, fully corporealized. Severia! Galatea exclaimed, running to her. The twosome shared a long hug. Hello, cousin, Severia responded. It's been a long time. 4 years, in fact, Galatea remembered. So how do you like your work? Severia looked all around the Tower of Dragons. Within the tower, the area was renovated so that it was no longer a prison compound. In the center was a crystal ballroom of yellow glass on a pedestal emblazoned with the elemental crest of the Fellowship of Light, a flame sketch for fire, a globe sketch for earth, a leaf sketch for life, a teardrop-shaped sketch for water, and a tornado sketch for wind. At the right was the large view screen composed of a large diamond, while next to the crystal ball was a large round table emblazoned with the same crest as the crystal ball in a star point formation. At the far end of the room was a group of tubes that seemed to be capable of magic teleportation, like the one she remembered in the overseas Deloria Palace. It's beautiful, the dark blonde remarked. I never thought I'd see my life's work up close. Yes. I'm sure it's wonderful, but we can catch up later, Morgana reminded her. Galatea called you because she says you're a good code breaker. We need your expertise for something. Severia eyed Morgana and asked, well, Mitzi is stepping up her plans to keep us from getting the Great Crystal, Morgana explained. She's using an interdimensional portal generator to round up the last portion of Rainbow Gemstone carriers. She's already captured 3 of them, but we need to stop her before she gets the last carrier. The problem is our interdimensional transporter can't lock onto her ion trail because it's encoded with a Janner wave. And that's why we called you, Galatea told her cousin. We were hoping you could break the code on the jammer wave so that we could find Mitzi and stop her. My code breaking skills are a little rusty, Larry admitted. But if you think I can help, I'm with you. Where do we begin? As soon as possible, Morgana replied. While we're busy, you guys go have some fun, but keep an eye on your communicators. We will call as soon as we break the codes. Alright, Murda agreed. So, as you can see, Bavaria has been brought back into the fold of the Fellowship of Light. As you can see, as you can also see, once part of the Fellowship, always part of the Fellowship. Let's continue. This is the scene in Mitzi's underworld fortress where the 4 shadow lieutenants are all assembled and have been awakened by Mitzi's dark crystal. Now Mitzi is working out her plan to take down the dragon warriors. Let's read. Pacing back and forth and looking over the foursome now assembled in the holding chamber, Mitzi smiled to herself as she eyed Amber, formerly Rita Mason, Topaz, formerly Peggy Jones, Azura, formerly Linthea, and Amethyst, formerly Miele. All 4 of the blue-skinned lieutenants stood before Mitzi, awaiting her orders. And she told them, "Now we are ready." She let out an evil inward chuckle and declared, "Nice. Very nice." The foursome genuflected before their master as she continued her proclamation. "The 4 of you are now ready to battle our enemies, and this time there will be no escape." Then she eyed Amber, the lieutenant in orange, and asked, "What is your destiny?" "We shall avenge Night Shroud," Amber responded dutifully. "Pave the way for his return." "Yes," Mitzi confirmed. Then she eyed Topaz, the lieutenant in yellow, and asked, "Topaz, what have you learned since awakening?" "The dragon warriors are our enemies, as is anyone else who stands in the way of darkness," Topaz replied. "Exactly," Mitzi confirmed. Then, as she bypassed Azura, the lieutenant in blue, she approached Amethyst, the lieutenant in violet, and asked her, "What must you do when encountering the dragon warriors?" "We must destroy them, for only then can Night Shroud return without fear of the light interfering with his darkness," Amethyst replied. "Excellent," Mitzi whispered. "Excellent," Mitzi whispered. "To your feet, my lieutenants." As the foursome obeyed her command, she went on, "Now we must formulate a battle strategy, striking the enemy at its weakest." She eyed Azura and asked, "Azura, do you have any ideas?" "I believe a divide and conquer strategy to be the most effective," Azura told her. "We each attack at various locations, splitting the dragon warriors up and thus making it easier to defeat them." "Excellent, Azura," Mitzi praised. "You are calm under pressure, which is why I am trusting the leadership of Operation Sage Outreach to you." She handed her the dark rod and declared, "I trust that you will not fail me." "Never, my queen," Azura responded as she closed her eyes. Instantly, the rod glowed in her hands and transformed into a silver sword with a gold hilt. Embedded within the gold hilt were the 4 rainbow gemstones extracted from the shadow lieutenants. Slashing the sword left and right and sheathing it a moment later, Azura nodded knowingly at Mitzi. "Now, let our takeover begin," Mitzi finished, sparking a group bow from the foursome. As you can see, As you can see, the 4 shadow lieutenants have all been awakened and assembled, and now Mitzi is planning on Operation Sage Outreach and hoping that it will not be a failure. Let's continue. Okay, this scene takes place back in the Tower of Dragons after the initial battle with the Shadow Lieutenants. Basically, this shows the new weapons that Mitzi and that Murda and the other Dragon Warriors received, and Morgana is explaining about them. Let's read. So what's going on? Murda asked Valeria. Yeah, why the retreat? Samara added. We were owning those guys, Elise protested. I noticed how Amber recovered so quickly from being blown up, Valeria explained. We need to come up with a new plan, one that can help purify the 4 Shadow Lieutenants and reawaken them as sages. I see, Murda realized. Fortunately, Sibylla was able to out-decipher most of the black box's new symbols. Morgana went on. We have new weapons that may prove useful to the 6 of you. New weapons? Maya repeated. Morgana nodded and then raised her hands with the exclamation of, Behold! A magical glow appeared before each of the escalated dragon warriors, and then they each held a new weapon, each one different from the next. Roxy, behold the quick cannon, Morgana told her daughter as Roxy eyed the silver gun with the large barrel. Its focused sonic waves can deliver a powerful blow more powerful than the Mjolnir hammer. Chimera held a green sword, its blade of energy, not metal, and its hilt of silver. Morgana turned her gaze toward her and explained, Chimera, this is the Windfall sword. Its energy waves can summon the strongest of windstorms. Murda eyed the large axe that now rested in her hands. Its blade glowed a soft orange as Morgana went on with, Murda, this is the dragon hatchet. Its blade is hard as diamond and can cut through the most impenetrable of targets. Elise eyed the energy whip of blue that appeared in her hands as Morgana told her, Elise, this is the aqua whip, equipped with a blade of water that can cut through tempered steel. Maya eyed an odd staff whose top ornaments were in the shape of small suns. Maya, this is the Solaria lance. Morgana explained. Its range is powerful, making it formidable in battle. Galatea held a metal 5-pointed star that glowed white as Morgana spoke. Galatea, this is the Star of Contestants, key to all the powers of the new weapons. It can shoot out an electrical blast that can vaporize its target. Its weapons rock, Murda remarked. But how do we know there'll be enough to stop Azura and her crew? Galatea wondered. Just then the alarm went off, causing the window vision to come to life. The view screen showed the 4 lieutenants blasting away at unknown targets. What's going on? Murda wondered. What are they firing at? Chimera added. They're at the peak of Mount Melania, Maya realized. If we don't stop them, innocents could be hurt. Then let's go, team, Murda told the others, and they raced back toward the transport tubes, which would take them to the Sky Racer holding bay. As you can see, these are new weapons that were recently created by Morgana's magic and the Black Box, and they're on their way to face off against the Shadow Lieutenants and hopefully reawaken them as sages. So I hope you enjoyed these excerpt readings. There will be more excerpt readings to come as time goes on. If you like what you see, please like, comment, share this video, and share my playlist of excerpt readings with everyone. Also, if you haven't already, please subscribe. We now return you to our regularly scheduled programming. This is So Says the Leader signing off. Peace out.